Hello likers, welcome back to our channel. It's me, your favorite, your one and only baby girl Malika. So today we are doing the critical review of Mr. Aloy's series, Another Mistake in Marriage, episode 20. It starts with Kizito's mom that is like she has had enough. She's fed up with Kizito's character. She's fed up with everything because she's realizing the risk that Kizito's behavior poses, and it weighs so much on them as a family, and it weighs much more on her as a mother, because at the same time she's trying everything humanly possible to ensure, she left what she was doing, she left everything to calm down, to make sure that Kizito's second marriage works out, and she realizes that things are the same way his first marriage was, and her biggest fear happens when she realizes that Angel is pregnant, so she is scared, she is worried at the same time that she does not want Kizito to do the same thing that he did with his first child. When he thought that the child was his biggest rival, he bite the child. We still don't know about the mom, what he did, if he bite her too or what. They don't talk about her, they talk mostly about the child. So she's really worried. So apparently that's the reason why she's here, because she wants to make sure the marriage work out and everything. Now this is where I have a problem. How can you say that your child is mentally unstable? Your child has bipolar. He has refused to be on treatment. He has refused therapy. He has refused everything. He wants to do it his own way while inflicting pain on somebody else's child. And Kizito's mom thinks that it's okay, they just have to try everything humanly possible to make sure Angel is fine. What about Angel? Is she not somebody else's child? Yes, Angel's case I'll come upon it, because that's another study case. Are you going to be that selfish, to think about your child and forget about somebody else's child, and forget that Angel is the one carrying that child, that she needs to be alive for that baby to grow in her womb? Yes, Kizito's mom, she's not as selfish as Angel's mom. Angel's mom is 100% selfish person. Kizito's mom is 50%, because at the same time she's also worried about Angel, because she knows very well that, okay, if things goes left, what about Angel? Angel is another person's child as well. What happens to her? I cannot only be thinking about my own child, I have to think about her as well, which is a good thing. It's a very good thing, because she has realized that Angel's life is at risk, that child's life is at risk. Now she's willing to do everything humanly possible to make sure Kizito gets the help that he needs. But what if, before that helps get there, what if Angel dies along the way? That was a question that Kizito's sister asked, and that was when I was like, this girl has sense. It shows that in this series, the old people, the younger people are more reasonable than them. I'm sorry, but that's the honest truth, because this tells you how much some mothers can be so self-centered that they are willing to sacrifice their own children without thinking, without even blinking, without thinking about the other person. Because you can see here, Kizito's mom is thinking only about Kizito. At one, she wasn't thinking about Angel. Then she realizes that at the end of the day, Angel is also somebody's child. And Oma will not sit and fold her arms and watch you people do that shit. She's not going to have that. She's not going to have it. So now, this point, if you people really wants to help, I think if Kizito's mom really wants to help her son, what she should do is to call the psychiatry hospital to come and get Kizito from the house, because they've been doing that. But now, because of society, she wouldn't dare think about such, because she'll be like, what will people say? And this is what has been happening to our society. Rich people, especially wealthy people, most of them, not all of them, most of them always try to conceal secrets, that endanger the public. Because how can you people now? She's thinking about an heir for her son. She's thinking about her son's legacy. She's thinking about her son's future. She's thinking about the fact that if Kizito if gets if Angel divorces Kizito, no one who wants to get married to Kizito, because everybody will know that Kizito is mentally unstable. What about the women? What about the people that are marrying your son? What about them? What about their family? Are you thinking about them? You cannot be thinking about your son. You have to put your son's mind in order. You have to fix your son first before thinking about marriage. You cannot say it's easy. If he cannot, there are so many ways for him to get a child. He mustn't be married. He can still have a child via a surrogate mother, via surrogacy, and they give him the child. But now he will not be able to stay with the child because he will think that that child is coming to take his place. So eventually he want to buy the child. So at least his family could have something of him. They will stay with the child. So I don't know why is it that you people are willing to put Angel's life at risk just because you want a grandchild to replace your son when he's no more. You have to think about that girl, Angel, as well. That's somebody's child. That is somebody's child. The same way you value Kizito, Angel is valued by different people, even though her mother doesn't value her. Yeah, because if she did value her, she wouldn't let Angel be married to Kizito. She wouldn't let Angel stay in that marriage, knowing fully well that Kizito is a problem. You know, it's not easy to see your child not being the way you want he or she to be. It's not, honestly. I'm not a parent, but I can imagine. I can imagine, because like when my mom wanted me to do something I didn't want, I know the pain that I saw in her. Now the next thing shows Angel, who is angry at George. She's beating George, blaming him like that is his fault and everything, based on the fact that if he hadn't abandoned her, or if he hadn't stopped communicating with her, none of this would have happened. Yeah, some sort I'll say yes, but now this is my problem. Angel cannot blame everybody around her and leave and let herself be. She has to blame herself. She has to accept the responsibility. Her mother did not force her to marry Kizito, because I keep blaming her mother, but at the end of the day, Angel is mature enough, she's old enough, to be able to tell her mom no. After all, she's the breadwinner of the family. Yes, they say honor your father, your parents, so that your days might be long. No doubt. But now, excuse me, not when it has to do with marriage, that I'll be the one in that marriage. Like, as there's something I always tell myself, I owe my future children the responsibility of picking a good father for them if I cannot even get a good husband. Yes, because there are some men, even women, there are some men that can be good husbands but not good fathers. There are some men that are both. And now there are some men that will be good fathers but not good husbands. You understand? So at least some of us, whether men or women, we owe our children, our future children, the responsibility of choosing the best fathers or best mothers for them. Because how can Angel be so wrong by choosing the worst husband and the worst father? A father that will buy his own child because he thinks his child is in competition with him? That's crazy. Now she's blaming George, and you can see George is a gentleman. He's willing to fight for her, even though she's like, I am married. What marriage is? You call that thing a marriage? You call it marriage? Or maybe she's not aware that George already knows what's going down with her. How can somebody is willing to be there for you, and all you can say is that I am married? Who are you married to? A person that punches you morning, afternoon, evening, that's who you're married to? The next thing shows Kizito's mom is sipping her wine and just relaxing. Then she hears how her son gets into the house with this violent noise, because that's who Kizito is. And she was shocked to see Kizito and was like, what happened to you? And he started yawning dust. She was like, she couldn't believe, like, what's going on. Did you were you involved in an accident? Oh my god, like, as when you say, were you involved in an accident? The only accident that Kizito could be involved is called Oma. Yeah, that's a Chioma is the only accident that Kizito can get involved. And once Kizito's mom heard Chioma, she was like, I beg you. Yes, because you cannot keep beating someone's child from January to December. And you think her sister, someone, if she has a sister as stubborn as Chioma, she will not retaliate. You must be dreaming. And he's very pissed. He's spewing nonsense, like he's going to crush her, he's going to destroy her, he's going to arrest her, he's going to. My friend, you can't do anything. Honestly, his mom is just tired. Like, look at you. You can't do anything. Kizito is so annoying. Like, that's like, I can't stand him. He's so annoying. I hate it when men beat women. And I like the fact that his mother will always tell him the truth. She will tell you the truth. Like, how can you think you can be beating Chioma and you get away with it? Like, you'll be beating Angel and you get away with it. You beat that girl every day, every other day, every Eke market day, you beat that girl. And you think her sister will not react. No, of course she will react. At some point, she will react. Because nobody wants to see their family member being treated that way. No one. She will definitely react. And he's not happy. This is when you know that this guy is a narcissist, because he doesn't like when his mother tell him the truth. He does not want to hear about the truth. He just what Kizito wants is that whatever he wants, that is what goes. And that's what his mother is telling him. You always think you are right every time. You are not right all the time. And which is the truth. Like, as this is how we human beings we function. We seek so much validation that it makes us think that every time we do something we are right, and that the people across to us are wrong. The people opposite us are wrong. They are the ones that are wrong, and we are right. And Kizito, when he hears that, based on the fact that he does not want to hear the truth, excuse me, he will tell his mother, you cannot come to my house and tell me what to do. But I like his mom, because his mom is not scared of him. Nobody is scared of him. They tell him the things that they have to tell him. He cannot do anything about it. They will tell you the truth, because in life, if you chose to behave like a child, because Kizito is behaving like a child, how can a grown-ass man think it's okay to be laying his hands on a woman? How does that even work? I don't know. How? And I can't lie to you, like, as my heart really goes out for those who are going through this out there, especially for the person who went through this, based on the fact that it's a real life story. My heart goes out for that person. Really. But sometimes, I've always said this, you have to take decisions that matters to you, decisions that are good, decisions for your own sanity. You don't have to think about any other person. You matter. No one else does at that time. It's about you. Because like us, do everything, but don't buy. Yes, that's what I tell myself all the time. Malika, when there's life, there's hope. Do everything except buying. Don't put yourself in that situation where you could buy. Yes, I know it can happen anytime, any day. There is no list that says today this person will buy, tomorrow. No, there's no list that exists. It's only God who knows. But now, for this jungle that we are in it called life, by your own, try not to put yourself in that situation that you could buy. Because the situation where Angel is at now, she could buy, this guy could buy her. You understand? So these are the type of situation I'm talking about. If you can avoid it, it's as if you like those people that they'll go and be standing by the cliffs to take a picture. What if you have a dizzy spell? Yes. Or you go and stand in a height. Maybe it's just a pole you're holding. What if your village people remember that you're staying in a city or in Obodo Yibo? Yes. So don't put yourself in that situation that you buy. Do everything except buying. Okay, now he's going upstairs to check, like to punch Angel, based on the fact that he wants to retaliate, based on the fact that he received the beating of his life from Chioma. Now he went upstairs, he's not seeing her. Check the room, check the bathroom, he's not seeing her. He realized that, oh, she's not in the room. And now him being the master, he's asking who gave her the right to leave this room. Omo, my sister, my brother, any of you that is in this type of marriage, like those guys that are lazy, that don't have sugar mummies, that they'll be telling them what to do, how to live their life. If you're in this kind of toxicity, run. My sister, if because of money, run. I say run. Honestly, it's not worth it. No amount of money is worth losing your life for. Remember, when you buy, you won't be the one eating that money. Somebody else will be chopping that money. So there's nothing that is worth losing your life for, not even your child. I'm sorry. Not even your child. Because that child has a heart of his own, he or she. They have a mind of their own. If it's that, maybe they come, an armed robber comes that, now I want to buy somebody, who among you will sacrifice your life and is your child. Yes, that one is different. That one is different. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the Angel situation, that you want to sit there and buy because you're pregnant, because he's having your noodles. There's nothing worth buying for. Not that child in your womb, and not that noodles. Are you scared of being a single mother? Do you know how many single mothers we have out there? Or maybe if it was a case that maybe they have children and she's crying, like some women, they'll be saying that I cannot live because of my children. If I leave now, who is going to take care of my children? When you buy, another woman will take care of your children. So it's better for you to live, to be alive. From time to time, you could even have a glimpse of your children. I'm telling you, people, there's nothing worth buying for. No, not even a marriage, because marriage will not take nobody to heaven. Now he's angry. He's returned downstairs. He's very annoyed that he didn't find his wife, and he wants to know which among the two let her out, as if she was a prisoner in her own house. And the mother told her, your wife is not a SLAVE. She's not. She has a mind of her own. She has the right to step out of this house whenever she wants to. And he doesn't want to hear. Kizito does not want to hear the truth. That is Kizito. Kizito, don't tell Kizito anything that's the truth. He's saying that his mother knows what's at stake. What is at stake? What is at stake? What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? How can you take... My people, see, please, I want us to understand one thing. When it comes to marriage that's why I'm not married till now. Marriage is a lifetime commitment. No. Choose your partner wisely. Let God choose your partners for you. Meaning, pray, ask for guidance while choosing your partners. Because I am against divorce. My family is against it. We do not divorce in our family. So if you get married, it's for life. Now, let me say why it is good to pray for you to choose a partner. Because at least God will direct you. If you're sincere in your prayer, God will direct you. And promise you, my people, because there are some partners that are our household enemies that we didn't know. Because it's obvious that this guy married Angel just to dim her light. Kizito married Angel to destroy her. He didn't marry her because he loved her. He needed somebody that he would suppress. And unfortunately, Angel was that person. My people, it is very important to let God guide you when it comes to choosing lifetime partners. Do not marry your enemy. Please. Because at the end of the day, the people that will regret this are your children. Because now, at the end of the day, they will not be able to be raised in a household of a father and a mother. They'll be raised in two different homes. It is very important. It is very important because you cannot marry a woman, because this guy's action, it shows that apart from the fact that he's a bipolar, he's a sociopath, he is wicked from the pit. His wickedness comes from the pit of hell. His attitude shows that it is premeditated. Because how can you marry a woman, that she's a model, the next day, as soon as, like the next day, you stop her, she cannot model, she cannot dress the way she wants, she cannot do this. Okay, why is it that you didn't tell her 2 days before the wedding or a day before the wedding? No, you realize that this guy is that household enemy that the devil will use to destroy your life, that will be planted in your life. I'm serious. We should be very careful while choosing partners. It is very important for you not to choose your enemy as your partner. Kizito is what you call household enemy, my people. Jesus. Because how can you be using your wife's noodles to hold her down? Which means you already knew how you were going to treat her and she wants to leave you, and you use that against her. My people, will end this video. Thank you so much. Please guys, watch till the end, okay? I love you guys so super much. I appreciate you. But remember what I always tell you. It is better to stay alone than to be in toxicity.